And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the
classic. Times.
Live straight classic.
I'd like to return to the classics.
Dude, I'm with All-American Nick Bracetta.
What's up, man?
It sounds so good, I gotta say that twice. All-American Nick Bracetta. And I was gonna his thoughts about the upcoming pit match and how his redshirt year is going, and ACC dual meet title is going on the line. Yeah,
new this year, so that's pretty cool. See how that goes.
Yeah, and he's also gonna talk about some pretty big matchups coming up this week, and like guys that he's really looking forward to watching.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start with the training center. I went out there about 3 weeks ago, and I went out for 2 weeks. It was a great experience. I got to do a lot of international style wrestling, freestyle, which is different than folk style for those of you that don't know. So it was something completely different. I had to train a different way. I had to, work out in the room. I had to work on different things, and cutting weight is even different. So there's a vast majority of differences in the two. But I just look at it as an opportunity to get better. So I wrestled, in an international style with foreigners that wrestle almost completely different than Americans do. So that comes back to training, So that was a lot of stuff like that I had to adjust with. But when I was out there, man, it was a blast. You wake up and you work out, and then you live wrestling, you breathe wrestling, you sleep wrestling, that type of thing. That's exactly how it was. I was out there with guys that had this mentality. They live there. They live and breathe wrestling. Literally, there's guys that have already graduated college that are out there. So being around the mentality that some of those kids and older guys have is awesome for you as a person. But important for a wrestler, obviously. One of the big
sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries were clutch. Yeah, and then so it was awesome. My brothers live out there, so I got to go back and visit them, do things like that on the weekends. But they kind of leave it up to you. You train. You do their lifts in the morning. I did their runs. I did everything like I was there, like I was a guy from the training center, and I appreciate all that. It was an awesome experience. So that was kind of the first 2 weeks I was there. Then I actually came back for a week, wrestled with Roby and Hoffman for a week. Lifting. I've been doing that, trying to get bigger for 57. But also, I think the most important thing is mentally. When you're redshirting, sometimes you tend to stray. Some people do, and they get unfocused, But my goal this year has just been get better, and I've been able to do that a lot because I'm not making weight as much, or I moved up a weight, which is nice. But I can just go into the wrestling room every day and just train hard. I don't have to worry about cutting weight, making weight, and the upcoming duel and how I feel. I can just go out every day and practice and wrestle extremely hard and get better. And so staying in it mentally, I think is the most important thing that I'm trying to do now. Is just think every day is like a gift to get better, because some guys are out there cutting a lot of weight and practice they're just kind of skating by,
Let's just shift gears a little bit to the pit match coming up. Like you said, like the dual meet, ACC titles on the line.
Right.
What are some pretty key matchups that you would say?
They got a lot of good guys, and obviously they've been climbing the rankings, so it's an exciting dual meet, but I think we match up pretty well with them. I told you I think it's important for the younger guys kind of moving as we get close to the end of the season to kind of keep moving forward and getting used to this college season. So I think obviously at 25 is a really big matchup between Zanetta and Joey Dance. Joey's obviously got to get some offense going to be successful there, and he's been doing better. I mean, that's what he's been focusing on in the room, because he's been a little slow lately. If he gets his offense going, though, I think anything can happen. He's a good scrambler, very athletic. So that's good. And then I think 184 between Betterline and Max Thomas, like two big, strong guys who like to pick people up, throw them down hard.
Yeah, I think Nick Betterline's favorite move is to lift all over back.
Yeah.
No legs, all over back.
Exactly what they teach you in lifting.
Yeah.
All lower back.
No legs involved, and just slam them down.
Right. So, and Max does kind of similar thing. He wrestled actually at my high school, so I know him very well too. He wrestled at Graham, so both big, strong guys like to pick people up, throw them down. It's exciting. It's a sport of wrestling, but I think last year it was a really close match, and I think this year will be the same. So I think if Vetterline gets his head on straight, you know, and attacks and like he does, he could. I mean, anything can happen there. But Max is probably ranked 6th, top 10 maybe, I guess, 6-ish in the country, and Vetterline's in the top 20. So it's a big match there.
Vetterline wrestled really, really well against a Maryland guy.
Right,
So,
yeah.
and like you're saying,
Who was ranked 1st?
Yeah.
So
I think he's got an opportunity to really start making statements.
plenty.
Towards the end of the year.
Yeah, and you know that's the exciting thing. It's the end of the year. You gotta throw it all out there before you get to the national tournament. You know, get yourself the best seed and just get the opportunity to move forward and get better.
That's good. Do you have any other thoughts? Any follow-up thoughts?
Nope, go Hokies.
All right, dude. Thanks for
Yeah.
interviewing. This is good. That was really good. That was really good.